With that frantic search for a missing mother in Florida. We're going to talk to her mother and brother in just a moment. But first, NBC's Lilia Luciano is in Orlando with the latest on this story. Lilia, good morning.
Good morning to you, Ann. It's day 5 and still no Michelle Parker. But at this command center, friends and family are doing everything they can to stay positive. Meanwhile, we're learning more about the woman's tumultuous relationship with her ex.
This is the defendant, Michelle Parker.
Missing mom Michelle Parker confronting her ex-fiancé on the People's Court.
He gets pretty malicious and vindictive, and he's a mean person, especially when he's been drinking.
The taped episode aired Thursday afternoon. In a matter of hours, the mother of 3 and popular bartender had disappeared, leaving friends and family desperate.
For the first time in my life, I have been climbing under trains. I have been going through ditches and dumpsters, praying that she's not there.
Parker was last heard from Thursday afternoon. Her Hummer SUV was later found empty in a neighborhood Parker's family says she rarely, if ever, visited.
He's suing for $5,000, the value of the ring.
On the People's Court, Dale Smith, the father of Parker's 3-year-old twins, had sued her over a $5,000 engagement ring he says was lost.
And he said that he wanted his ring. So I took it off and I threw it at him.
The judge ordered her to pay half the cost of the ring after Parker revealed details of the couple's tumultuous relationship.
I felt somebody grab me and yank me around. As he grabbed and turned around, he was holding on to me, screaming at me.
In 2009, Parker issued a restraining order against Smith that was later dissolved by a judge. Her family says they trust him.
He was the last person to see her. He's cooperated fully with the police. They have all of his cell phones, his computers. He has allowed them to search everything.
NBC News has tried to reach Dale Smith for comment but received no response. Parker's mom tells us her daughter never wanted to go on the show, calling the experience the most embarrassing of her life.
You're both like complete idiots. Please stop.
She hated every second of that show. She was humiliated by that judge.
The People's Court issued a statement to NBC News saying, "We are hoping for Michelle's safe return." As the search for Michelle continues, her family says so does their hope. You think your daughter's out there?
Yes, alive.
What do you want her to know?
I love her.
Here in Orlando, efforts to find Michelle now include search dogs, people on ATVs, even people on horses, as well as a $13,000 reward for anyone who can provide real tips to help find the missing mom.
All right, Lilia Luciano, thank you so much. And we are now joined by Michelle Parker's mother and brother, Yvonne Stewart and Dustin Erickson. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Yvonne, it was hard to watch you in that tape just now because your heartbreak is so evident. What do you think has happened to your girl?
I know in my heart of heart that she's been carjacked, that the people saw an expensive car and a girl who looks like she has money. And I know they've made a mistake, and I know that they want to fix this, and I forgive them. It's Thanksgiving. She wants to come home to her babies. We want her home. Just drop her off near a hospital, near a church, near a fire station. Feed her. Oh, God, please feed her and give her water and bring her home. And I think that every woman in America needs to take a self-defense class. Get a concealed weapons if you're able to. You know, this is so important.
Do you think that her appearance, Michelle's appearance on the People's Court, has anything to do with
Absolutely.
her disappearance? In what way?
I think it has the ability for us to have the media coverage right now to help find her. I think it is purely coincidental. Nobody even knew when that was going to air. We didn't even know it was on the air till somebody called us at my salon.
Maybe when we get our tax returns,
Thank God it did air because she's gone, and now you guys are trying to help us find her.
Separate ways, and obviously
Thank you so much.
Dustin, is there any chance that Michelle felt terrible about the People's Court piece, so terrible that she decided to run away? Is there any chance of that in your view, knowing your sister?
No, there's no chance. No chance whatsoever. I mean, she's got 3 kids. I'm pretty sure that that's a little bit more of a priority to her than being seen in public.
Do either of you know anything about Michelle's ex-fiancé, this young man, Dale Smith, that would raise a red flag about whether or not he's capable of hurting her after she criticized him so publicly on this show?
No. I mean, after all, I do believe the show was his idea in the first place. That had to be an option in his mind. I doubt that anything that malicious would happen just because the show aired that day.
He's not a suspect or a person of interest, and I understand he's also right now caring for the children. So I guess the question, if you think this is a coincidence, Yvonne, that she was on the show and she disappeared just hours afterwards, and you're appealing for her release, if there's a possibility that she could hear this broadcast, what would be your message to her this morning?
That we are doing absolutely everything we can. I know she already knows that. She knows how much we love her. We're getting closer every second. Every day that we haven't found her just makes me stronger and stronger that she's close by. And we're going to find you, baby girl. We're going to bring you home.
And do you feel that the police are doing enough, Dustin and Yvonne? Do they have enough happening in your view to help find your sister and your daughter?
The only thing that frustrates me, and it's not with the police department, it's with our laws in general. I have really good information that she may be in a certain area, and I just can't go kick the door down and go in and get her.
Yvonne Stewart and Dustin Erickson, thanks so much for joining us. We want to give people a phone number here. If you have any information about this case, you're being asked to call the Orlando Police Department at 407-246-2916. And now let's get a check of the weather.